Welcome to the Flights of the Round Table Podcast, broadcasting from the Queen City, Charlotte, North Carolina. And now, here are your hosts, Dan, Drew, Daniel, and Florian.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is episode 45 of the Flights of the Round Table Podcast. I'm here with the boys. We're drinking the beers, excited to introduce them. We have an action-packed show to begin with here. How's everyone doing today?
Good, Dan. I'm glad you said you're here with the boys. You know, who else would you be here with?
Right? The girls?
The dogs?
Can you imagine?
You have a round table, you have a pit bull, a schnauzer, a chihuahua, and a St. Bernard.
Well, us guys we wouldn't be mad if we were surrounded by girls, though, right?
No.
So us guys surrounded by girls. You know.
Most general sense.
I'm not going to answer that.
Smart. He made a business decision there.
You always got to make executive decisions.
Yeah,
and
that wasn't.
Speaking of decisions, I want to ask you guys something. Would you guys rather, for the rest of your lives, wear 3 pairs of wool socks or 2 left foot shoes or right foot shoes? And you have to wear them the rest of your life. You cannot get a different pair of shoes.
I feel like we talked about this before, but it's a good question.
I would do the wool
Not on the
socks.
pod. Maybe this was a private
Right. I think this got brought up. I mean, have you ever worn an opposite shoe before? It's pretty fucking annoying.
In a game-clinching lacrosse matchup in Simsbury, whenever I lived there, we won the championship. I wore 2 left cleats the entire time.
Wow.
The blisters I had were so
So
painful.
were you just running in circles?
Exactly.
He was just running in circles like, Dan, get in the game. It's like, I'm trying, coach.
Check this out. You know the logic behind braces? Like you mold the brace so that
Yeah.
your foot, your teeth eventually move. So like
Right.
Dan has 2 left feet now because that game his foot
Yeah.
turned into a left foot.
Hey, and you did play lacrosse in high school, and I remember it was like our group of friends, and we won. And I don't remember who it was. It was like, was it Allie Hanks or someone like that? Like, which one's Dan? I'm like, you see those bow legs right there?
You see those chicken legs?
And I'm like, now I'm thinking, did your 2 left feet cause your concaved leg situation?
I'd like to be like a flamingo. You know how they can have 1 foot in
Didn't
the
answer
front,
the
1
question.
foot in the back?
That is interesting.
I like that.
It wasn't valid.
I love how that was a good change of subject. That was
For me though, I'm picking the socks. I can always get a bigger shoe.
Yeah.
All right.
But
I'm going the socks
dude,
easy. I would never get the
that
blisters.
is going to be fucking hell between the months of May and August.
They're wool socks.
Wool.
I don't
It is what it
3
is.
pairs
It is what it
and
is.
shoes. You might as well not even wear
Does
shoes.
the third pair?
No, you go
I
ahead.
was gonna say, does the third pair even get sweaty?
Well, it definitely stinks,
Oh, okay.
and it'll get ripped up from the ground. You might as well not even wear shoes.
Listen, that's
You're not going to
it's-
fit into shoes.
You're not gonna. You're about to have 2 left feet, right? Because
Yeah.
that, like Drew said, it's like braces. You know,
Right.
they're gonna.
Right.
You're fucked up. Okay, you're gonna be like a
Yeah,
duck walking, like fucking.
You've
Like
seen
what?
ballerinas'
No.
feet. They're like, because they're on their toes, dude. Their things are like that.
Yeah,
Like
it's
the toes,
ridiculous.
They can stand on their toes. You know, like the front of the toes. Like that's crazy, bro.
What would you pick?
Oh, the 3 socks. I mean, it is
Yeah.
what it is. You guys are gonna have to bear with me. I mean, our friendship will be tested. You
will.
guys probably won't want to see me
You're-
in the summer months, and that's fine. You know, that's why they invented Microsoft Teams. we can just video chat.
That's true.
I'll do the podcast remote. It'll be fine. We can work
Your
around it.
feet already stink with 1 pair of socks.
Exactly.
wow.
So just imagine that. But it is what it is. I'll be damned if I have 2 left feet at the end of this. At the end of my life, I'm not going into the casket
Facts.
with my toes
Maneuver.
pointing eastward.
Can you imagine like the mortician working on your body, like didn't even know that situation at hand? She's like, wow, he died of 2 left feet. And that was like the cause of death.
Hey, that's not how I'm leaving this planet.
Yeah. Dan, what would you pick in that?
I picked the shoes.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
You are a special breed, yeah.
He's like been there,
I am a
done that.
special breed.
You
You know,
are.
I was able to do it for an entire lacrosse game. So I'll wear left shoes for the rest of my life.
But you just said you got terrible blisters. Remember, just
I
after
don't
that
care.
one thing.
I scored a goal.
Eventually,
I
the
could care less.
blisters
scored a
will
goal,
fade
okay.
away, though. You know, it'll harden you. It'll toughen you.
Yeah.
It will.
Well, guys, you know, back in 30 AD, they didn't have either of those things. So they would not know what to answer on that question. But I want to ask you guys a question, too.
Okay.
If you had the house of your dreams, like the house of your dreams, you know, anything you wanted, and there were 3 different rooms, right, that you could construct the way you wanted. A man cave, and I'm talking decked out bar, a movie theater, best screen, best vision, seats, popcorn maker, you name it, or a basketball court, state of the art. Which one would you pick?
Oh,
In
all
your
of them?
house.
Okay, my man cave consists of a lot of things, so that's why I'm choosing man cave. Because I could have what you also said, the other things in my man cave. Just to let you know.
Not as big though.
Yeah.
No.
You can't fit a
I
basketball
agree.
court in your man cave.
I agree, but I could put a little wall basketball, like the top of the line, nicest wall basketball thing you could ever think of.
This man loves little mini wall basketball hoops more than any person I know, child or adult.
Yeah.
I do.
He loves them.
I'm really good.
And honestly,
good at
I like them too. I'm not going to lie, because when we go over to his house, I'm just fucking cranking
Oh,
out
yeah.
shots.
Cranking shots.
I mean, my best shot is in the living room, left couch, right behind it. I'm looking, it's a side angle. It's like the left corner in a regular basketball game. Oh, that's my shot, dude. I'm just fucking nailing them.
Yeah, you are. Money.
For me, I'd do man cave because there's a lot of things you can do. Like in a man cave, if I had my choice, make it the best that I wanted to, there'd be a putting green and a golf simulator. Wouldn't have to even think twice about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with that, 100%.
And I also suck at basketball, so I can rule that out real
Yeah,
quick.
he's like, I don't need that court.
Listen, I'm not great at basketball, but I love inside basketball, like miniature kind of, like not full size, but anything within like I can do inside, you know?
Yeah.
Ruben.
We covered that.
I'm going man cave too, honestly. I think this is probably going to be a clean sweep. We haven't heard yours yet, but I have a Y membership. It's about competition. It's not about me like practicing, right? I just want to play basketball and beat other people at it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I'll just keep my Y membership and fucking play people there. And what was the other thing? It was
Movie theater.
Movie theater.
You don't watch enough movies, do you?
No, and I will say that what does suck is that going to the movie theater used to be like our thing when we were
Nostalgic.
kids, right? It was like an
Yeah.
event.
Yeah.
Like that's what you did Friday nights, right? After it's like, and it's not the same anymore. So to me, movies don't hit. And like having a movie theater at home. I mean, I guess I have you guys over, right? But I'm assuming there'll be like at least 60 seats, and we're only filling like 10 of them. So
It's like,
I don't know.
Hey, you guys want to come over and shut the fuck up for 2 hours and watch a movie?
I'm gonna call. Someone's gonna get a phone call. Hey, do you want to come over and watch a movie? Be like, who the fuck are you?
One of us starts texting.
I need to fill seats. So no, I'm not doing that. That's got to be a man cave. That's customizable. It's fucking.
Facts.
It's whatever you want.
That would be funny. Like one of us starts texting. It's like, have some courtesy.
What do you got, Drew?
I think there should be a better word for man cave, because if you took that per definition, it's not a place I want to be.
I like that.
Now I'm worried.
Yeah.
You're a very literal guy, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. But clean sweep is a clean sweep, and that's what we're doing today. Give me a man cave the way I like it. So
Yeah, Dan, would you call a spade in this situation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely think a spade would be a spade in this situation.
Dan's like, it would. I agree, Florian.
golly, is it Waffle House time?
It is definitely Waffle House time.
So, who wants to
So-
kick this off and tell our audience what this thing is?
I'll preface
Yeah.
here. So, us four outside of the Flights League, we're in another fantasy football league with a bunch of our friends. My mom's actually in it. And the punishment this year is you have to go inside a Waffle House for 24 hours, and for every waffle you eat, it is an hour off of your time.
Can you imagine
Well-
your poor mom loses?
I hope she doesn't lose.
I was talking to Daniel
I
about
think
that scenario.
I'd take the bullet.
No, you
that's
can't take
good.
the
That's
bullet
good.
for your
That's
mother.
good.
I'd take the bullet.
I'm sorry, but that is fucking content gold.
Yeah,
if
I
your
agree.
mother was
I
in
agree.
a Waffle House
I agree.
for
That's
24
content
hours
gold.
and she only managed to crank out like 8 waffles, she'd be in there forever. And honestly, the dialogue would be hilarious.
I only think she does 3 or 4. I only think she can finish 4.
I think she would never step foot in a Waffle House.
Well, she has to.
So it's an hour off being in there for 24 hours for every full waffle you
Yeah,
eat.
full waffle.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Here's the funny part. We'll let her choose whatever Waffle House she wants.
She's still not going to go to a Waffle House.
We'll
doesn't even
We
matter.
will go to Waffle House corporate and be like, listen, we know you have like a test center in your office. That's the one where she'll be partaking indulging in.
You know what would be a good strategy? And I don't think anyone's ever thought of this. Time it up good. Get a job at the Waffle House. Get paid while you're there. Yeah.
I love that long-term investment mentality. That's really thinking it through. If you apply right now, at the end of the football season, you'd have like 2 months in. 3 months in? Dude, you're good. You could prep your whole fucking thing. If you lose this thing, you can work the shift before, the night shift. You get the thing all cleaned up. You have your booth ready to go. Have like a pillow there, a Tempur-Pedic. You could be in there for a while.
If the stakes were higher, like we were playing for like tens of thousands of dollars, then I might do that. But
Yeah.
Well, you'd lose. It'd be the punishment.
yeah, that makes no sense.
Did you guys know?
It didn't.
Did you guys know?
At all.
You guys know Waffle Houses come already made.
What do you mean by that?
elaborate.
Yeah, I can
Waffle
believe that. They're so
houses,
fucking tiny.
They're on a trailer, so people will where they're gonna put them. They will back them up to said spot. They have all the all the seats, all the appliances, and everything they need. You just have to hire the customer. I had a boss who told me that that's what happened at a Waffle House in App State.
I believe that. And do you know what I also was told? That whenever they have a ton of people in a Waffle House, for the cook to know what's going on, they just like throw out oh yeah, like 3 eggs, like hash browns. For him to remember that, they grab just like a little pinch of hash browns per little seat, So if it's like 3 people with hash browns, they'll do a pinch of.
So they pre-cook food when it's
but just
busy.
like a little, but like just a little bit, just to know what the plate is going to be like,
Right.
So they understand,
No,
what's going
that's
on.
smart. Actually,
It is very smart, but I don't know if they actually do that.
Okay, 2 things here.
Hit me.
Now, one, is this a situation what you're describing as like when you've seen those 18-wheelers that are hauling mobile homes on the highway?
Yes.
Right? Wide load, Is that what you're talking about? They have the whole integrity of the building ready to go, and they're just plopping it in a plot of land?
I think that's what it is. I haven't seen it, but he told
I've never
me
seen
about
that.
it. Yeah.
That's what it would have to be. The only other option, it sounds way more expensive, is like 7 helicopters flying in unison with
Or they
cords.
just build it from scratch.
Where the fuck?
What
did
are you?
that
Why
come
is
from?
everything already pre-made? Why not just start from the bottom up?
Because this is America.
Okay, fine, fair enough. I'll settle for that answer. Second thing,
What would you get
Me
at
and
Waffle?
Daniel, what would I get?
Go ahead.
Oh,
You're
well,
about
I'll
to
tell you
tell
what
us.
I
Yeah,
get.
yeah.
I just get waffles, and specifically, I get a chocolate chip and pecan waffle, and that's all I get with a fuck ton of
did
butter
that.
and syrup. It's my favorite. It is fire.
Yeah.
Second thing, me and Daniel were there yesterday. We were paying, and this guy just reached into this bucket and slapped a fucking chicken breast on there.
Yeah.
And oh, buddy. One, who orders a chicken breast from a Waffle House? and 2, it didn't look good.
He
Safe.
pulled it out like a
Oh, and then the other
nasty-
thing, when on the way back from the wedding, me and my friends stopped at a Waffle House on the way back to Charlotte. And this lady, they have like this, those square things where you keep the juice in it, where it rotates, right? So it's stirring the juice constantly.
Yeah.
Well, she was filling that up, and she got the orange juice, which is gross enough, out of like a tin can. It's like tin can orange juice.
Ew.
And then instead of like pouring it because it was too heavy and it was really high up, she was short. She would have spilled it everywhere. She used a cup to scoop out of the tin can and put it into the vat. But she grabbed the cup with 2 fingers in the cup, so she was like, "Sklut, sklut." I'm like, dude, do not
gross.
order the orange juice,
I mean,
bro.
you got to know what you're signing up for when
You
you go to
do.
a Waffle House.
You
Like, it's
do.
going to be grimy. You're just passing health inspection, and you might get diarrhea.
I get that, but like, if you're setting the bar that low, like, you might as well just fucking scratch whatever you want to scratch and sneeze wherever you want to sneeze. I mean, there's got to be some standard, right?
yeah.
Oh boy.
Gross.
With that being said, I welcome.
Nasty.
If I lose this league, punishment won't be that bad.
I think. All right,
I'll make it.
let me just bring this
Tyler
up.
is
I
5-0
believe
and 5.
Tyler will be losing this league.
He's 0-5.
He's
I'm
0
1 and
5,
4.
and he has done a trade with Dan that has really put him to the grave, is what I believe. And I feel sorry for him. And I will be bringing this up, Tyler. You're in trouble.
Yeah.
I like
You're
it.
in trouble.
Well, guys, you know what we have not done yet? We have not told the audience that we are the Flight to the Round Table podcast. And you follow us at FOTRT podcast anywhere you are on social media. And also check us out anywhere you get your podcast.
Yeah.
Find us, Flight to the Round Table. Can't miss it. It's a really cool football background and a lot of flights. So
Drew did a good
Yeah, you
job of
won't miss
designing it.
no.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
thank you.
If you can't find us there, you can find us at a local pub in the greater Rock Hill area.
And if you can't understand any of this, just look right behind Drew and Dan's face, and you can see the thing.
Oh, yeah, there's a logo. Yeah.
Beautiful. And if that's not enough for you, we will be in the greater Uptown area Saturday night.
Yes, we will.
So
The
Uptown
don't know
Charlotte.
where, but
Yep.
So, gentlemen, the last couple weeks, we've been doing our drafts. We've been doing our drafts. So we did fast food restaurants. We did hip-hop artists last week. This week, we're going to do video games.
Oh, yeah.
Before we...
That's going to be hard for
Yes,
you.
I love this. You know how no one mentioned McDonald's when we did fast food? Did anybody think of any artists we didn't mention for the hip-hop?
No.
That should have been mentioned?
I'm pretty content with my list, no.
Yeah, okay.
I have 3 on the top of my list. And if you do video games, I'm going to say I get to go first.
I
No,
don't
we're gonna-
think that's how that works because
No,
you're going to
no.
say Warzone, and that's not going to happen.
Okay, let's go to video
What,
games.
You're going to say it?
No.
All right, you guys know how we decide draft order.
All right, we're going to do draft.
Best
order.
one out of one. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Loser?
Yep.
Rock, paper,
You won?
scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. I'm last.
All right, I'm third.
Second.
Third.
Okay. Daniel?
With the first pick.
I won't do it to you. You can get it.
Thank you.
The 2022 video game draft.
I'm going to say FIFA, no specific year, but FIFA. I mean,
Yeah,
I
that's
fucking love
It's a
FIFA.
great
And,
franchise.
you know,
good.
there's going to be a lot of people listening to this, and if we fucking lose followers for this controversy, I don't give a fuck. Some people are like, you know what, you can't use sports games because that's not fair, right? Video games are more about just playing sports games. Not for me, not at all. I love competition. I love beating people, and I'm good as fuck at FIFA, and I love beating people in that fucking game. So you know what? I don't care. That's my fucking favorite video game.
That was not nearly as controversial as you started it off with.
It is.
Yeah.
Yes,
Or
it
as
is.
mad
because
as you got.
Yes, it is. Yes, it
All right,
is.
tell me why.
Because I've heard other people are like, dude, you can't pick that as your favorite video game. That's fucking lame. Like, you can't pick sports games. I'm like, well, you don't like sports games. Like, yeah, but that's not fucking video games. Video games is a story and all this shit. I'm like, I don't give a damn.
Well-
I just love being better at video games than other people, and the only ones you can play online are competitive ones. FIFA's one of them.
We may be on the opposite sides of the table, but I'm on your side on that.
Yeah,
one.
I'm on
I
your
like that.
side. I'm like News Channel 9 on your side.
Okay.
What if you got hired for cheating Channel 9?
That was pretty good. That was a good plug.
Dan gets the 5 a.m. news. I tune in every morning.
No, seriously, we need to clip that and send it to him. Why not?
Yeah,
good.
That's
Yeah.
good.
All right.
That's good.
Anyways, Daniel. go
I'm
ahead.
like kind of on your side. I think sports games are amazing, but all right, get to mine.
Yep.
It's the only game I have downloaded on my PlayStation, actually. The
Yeah.
only game.
Right.
And I did notice that someone changed all of my Warzone loadout names to Scoompa. And I don't know who that is right here, but it's probably this man right
Dude,
here.
that was like 6 months ago.
No.
Yes.
Someone changed it back, I think.
Oh, you rechanged it.
Yeah, so one of you
Oh,
guys.
I think it was Joey and Michael.
That
I
wasn't
don't
me.
know.
That's hilarious.
I didn't do
But
that.
All right, what's the game?
That's hilarious.
it is Warzone. For everyone that doesn't know, Warzone. Amazing Call of Duty.
Yawn.
It came out during COVID, and I think it's one of the best games ever.
I
Sorry.
agree.
All right.
The,
so we
the
got
game alone was great, but the timing was the
Oh,
best.
COVID.
timing was
I agree.
impeccable. Timing's everything, just like in life. Like
It
you hit
is.
a red light, timing.
Okay. Right. Timing. Yeah, you're right.
So we got FIFA, Warzone, Dan.
The
Yeah.
Simpsons Hit and Run. Still to this day, that is
Wow.
my favorite video game.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
It was before its time, and I keep trying to hope that they remaster it because that game I will buy that in a heartbeat.
So was that like a GTA situation?
It was like a GTA Simpsons, but the missions
I
were
played
awesome.
it.
The
It was
cars
good.
were cool. You know, you could just spend a Saturday just driving around Springfield. You know,
Yeah, wow.
getting Homer's car and just be vibing.
Be verbing. Guys, we're talking. Okay, we're going 4 rounds. Have to. There's so many video games.
Oh, yeah.
So I got 2 picks here.
Let's go 10.
No.
10. Wow.
I
I'm gonna
can't think of
go
that many.
GTA.
Okay.
Very fun games, and then I'm gonna go NCAA football series for the first pick of the second round.
Wow. So we're
Yeah.
able to go series.
I like that.
Yeah, series.
Series
Oh.
1 and done.
I mean, to put it on 1 year, that's I don't know.
I actually could do it
Yeah.
though.
No. Let's not do that.
dude, dynasty mode. You like build your school up, you're
Mm-hmm.
recruiting, get your players, rivalry week. Man, if you're a college football fan, NCAA, so damn good.
It's coming back.
It's coming back next
And
summer.
NIL is good for that because they're bringing that shit back.
Oh,
and
it's
I
gonna be
can't
great.
wait. I
It's gonna
can't
be
wait.
Great. You're gonna be a college player. Like, should you take this money to go? hang out with Nick Saban.
Yeah. When Bob, the franchisee of the local McDonald's, comes up to you with $4 million in an IO deal, you take it, and then you buy a Corvette. It's like it turns into GTA.
They combine forces. I like that.
That's hilarious.
What you got, Daniel, for the
Hey,
second
whoa.
pick of the set?
I don't think it's my turn.
Might be.
Whoa.
Let me give you a
So
little
I'm not gonna go specific
Scoompa.
series because I actually know the game. Tiger Woods 12 Masters Edition
Oh.
was
Wow.
my favorite golf game because that's when they introduced shot shaping. You had a caddy with you. That's actually one of the last times the Masters was actually in a video game up until spring of next year. One of my favorite sports games ever.
Awesome.
Daniel.
Okay, I want to go. I'm gonna go Halo. I'm gonna go Halo. It's a great shooting game. Another good shooting game. I'm probably gonna keep away from the shooting games after this, but it's great. It was
Daniel's
great.
like, I don't want a reputation here.
But it's great. You know, it's a good good to
Respect.
game.
It's
you
a
know?
classic.
Yeah.
An all-time classic.
Okay. Well, I'm going to double down on sports games because I really don't know where to go from here. Madden. I mean, come on now.
Wow.
That's like-
I mean, no, that's a good
It's
one.
right after FIFA. It's Madden.
Yeah. I just remember as a kid playing like Madden like 2002 and this John Madden on there. Well, he thought the offense was going left and they went right.
Yeah.
Shit like that.
So, and for my third video game, I'm not going to go sports because I honestly hate 2K and I can't think of another sports video game. So
Because you lose every time.
because yeah, I do, but the mechanics suck. They run like snails.
Excuses.
It's so stupid. I'm going to go with Assassin's Creed. That shit was fire.
Great series.
good.
Assassin's
Great
Creed,
series.
in terms of a game that had a story, that's got to be one of my all-time favorites. That was great.
That's good. It's good.
It's like medieval GTA.
yeah.
I was out here jumping roof to roof, fucking shooting knives out of your wrist.
Riding horse and buggy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
What you got, Daniel?
Oh, back to me again.
think
Let's
classics.
see. Oh, I'm getting to classics. What are the classics?
You need to know the classics.
I know. I just had it on the top of my head, and now I forgot it. Super Smash. There we go.
That was
Super Smash. That was the
on my
one that
short
I just.
list.
It was like a little. It was. I haven't played it in a while, so I had to think about it.
Dude, it's
Super
the ultimate
Smash.
multiplayer game.
Yeah,
Casual,
amazing.
You know?
Amazing game. Amazing game.
Like a Mortal Kombat thing. You're just fighting someone, right? It's just a straight brawl.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I remember my fourth one too now because I forgot I was getting. It hasn't
getting
been. It's been a
nervous.
while.
You're all
It's been a while.
scatterbrained.
I am. I'm scatterbrained. I have to think about the games. I don't play games.
The entire Uncharted series. I don't know if any of you guys played it, but it's my favorite adventure series. The games are long, they action packed with gameplay. They're games that you can't just sit there and beat in 4 hours. Like I know they had those new Spider-Man games. I sat and finished one of them in 4 hours.
Wow.
Depressing, but for me,
Depressing?
Uncharted,
Wow.
100%. The Uncharted.
I never played that game. So
Hey, by the way, this doubles down as our acapella tryout. If anyone wants to give us a shot and join the group.
Not good.
Bass.
Was not very
I
good.
don't know what the other one is, but
Yeah.
I was
Dan,
watching.
Dan, you're going to play the guitar in the back. All right. For the last pick in the third round, I'm going to have to go with Mario Kart. Something we all can relate to. Anybody can play
Childhood.
it. It's a classic. You got Mr. Mario.
I like it. I
all
almost
that
chose it.
jazz.
Oh, I know exactly my next two. Jesus. I hope none of you take them.
Well, no, you only got one more. Because we're doing 4.
Oh, we're doing 4.
Yeah, we're doing 4.
Oh, then I got to make a decision.
First pick of the fourth round, I'm going to go with Galaga. The one where you have the ship and you shoot the little things coming down.
Oh,
yeah.
that's all.
Yeah.
That's unique.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It's so fun. But I just remember that as a kid.
You're
It's
doing
like-
arcade throwback vibes.
That's like an
a video
arcade,
game.
but it is on the actual one of the really old consoles as well.
Atari.
Yeah. So I think that one and another one.
Yeah, I
Wow.
like that.
That's what I got.
It's good. It's good.
For me, with my fourth pick, the best football game still to this day ever made, NFL 2K5, with Terrell Owens on the cover.
What?
I 100% disagree with you, Dan, and I'm going to go next. Right, I'm not even going to let you talk because I'm going to go NFL Street. I completely agree.
That's even
This
more
will
recognizable.
shit on that game.
This is a
Guys,
football podcast.
Guys, NFL 2K5 had everything.
I don't care what you have to say.
NFL
Street
had Chad Johnson, but his name was Ocho Cinco on it. That's
had
how I
them
know
all,
it's better.
and they had some history.
I was just saying it was better than
legends.
Madden. I
Dude, you
wasn't
could
saying
slam
NFL
people into a brick wall in that game. CTE would have been out the
Amazing.
ass.
Out the ass. Yeah, you're right.
I mean that in a respectful way, but it just is what it is.
Yep.
Florian, what you got?
I can't believe. So now I've got a decision to make.
All right. Well, you have the last decision, so this shouldn't be that
Okay,
difficult.
so I'm deciding, should I go a game from my childhood that I think probably all played that consumed at least my life for a few years, or should I go with one that's based off one of my favorite movie series? I could go Star Wars Battlefront.
Oh,
Great call.
That was a great game.
call. You just lock it in there.
Or I could go with Pokemon.
Ooh, but Pokemon's not really a video game, more of a Game
Lock
Boy.
it in there.
Oh,
You talking about like the Game Boy Gold, Silver?
And I'm talking. Me and my friends, our moms would set up play dates. Hey, you want to go over to Julian's house today? Oh fuck yeah, I got Ruby. I'm ready to go. He had Sapphire. I had Ruby.
Could trade.
We got the link.
Yeah,
cable,
link.
so
Yeah,
we were
link.
trading. I mean, I'm sitting, dude. Oh, you spilled beer. Damn.
Beer down. Beer down.
I mean, I'm sitting right across from him. He and him are not saying a fucking word. We are just trading Pokemon. He's like, "What do you want?" I got a Latios.
I think
was like, all right, dude, hook me the fuck up. That's what I'm talking about.
Florian,
That's a video game.
Florian, I rip people off in Pokemon.
Yeah, you rip people off in fantasy football
yeah,
too.
a lot of trades.
Yeah, it started early with you.
Do you remember getting rare candy in Pokemon? You
Yeah.
level them up. But see, that was you were never strong when you did that though. It like didn't make them like beefier when you gave them rare candy.
What did they do? I forget.
You just leveled them up.
Oh, just leveled them up.
Yeah.
It wasn't that unique.
A Master Ball. Do you remember that? You can catch anything with that motherfucker.
Except the main character in the game.
Yeah.
Like whatever the Ruby
no, you
animal
can't.
was, if you threw the Master Ball, it didn't catch him.
Do you guys remember on the Game Boy, if you wanted to play at night, you had to get the little light
Worm
that plugged
lights,
in?
baby.
Yeah.
Dude, that reminds me of the Romanian ringworm. Golly.
Yeah.
Do you guys know about the Romanian ringworm?
I don't.
He's a fighter out of the deep colonies of Europe.
Oh my gosh.
That's a story for another time.
Yeah, another time.
We'll have to figure out what our next draft is going to be for next week. I enjoyed this one. This is good. It's good hearing everybody's kind of
So-
review on video games.
I was kind of thinking while we were doing it, I think we should do protein.
Okay.
like whey protein.
No,
or are we
any
talking
type.
like
What's your
meat.
source of protein?
Fish, chickens, but like
Okay, but we're
specifics.
running out of options. God, we're gonna have to get into like exotic animals. I don't think any
Well, I
of us
think
have eaten
specific styles. Like you can differentiate pork chop and bacon, steak and burger,
okay.
before. Okay.
Tofu?
That widens
Wagyu.
the draft.
tofu. So yeah, I think we do that.
Are you a
next
soy boy?
All right. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. We're going to do protein for next. I'm actually excited. That'll be a good one. That's going to be a cause for a lot of debates here.
Human.
Yeah, you know.
Well, and in that case, I'll see myself out.
Trying to jump into some football here. We briefly talked about some NFL sports games, but I want to get into some news and notes from around the league here. I think the big one is, and Florian kind of brought this up, is Matt Rule finally got the axe. The
Thank you.
defensive
God.
coordinator and the special teams coach also got the axe. You got to wonder with them, based off of what David Tepper said, couple things for you guys. Who do you guys think is could replace Matt Rule? And then are the Panthers going to have a fire sale? Do you think it's time for them to say, okay, let's embrace the full rebuild. We can accumulate assets and try to rebuild this entire thing?
Yeah. You do what the Jets did.
Let me say something real quick. They fired him, but apparently they are paying him.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, he's still under contract.
Yeah, $843,000 every month.
It is what it is.
Well,
for
that's-
48
Right.
months or something.
He gets $40 million. So he could literally kick up, never coach again, and be perfectly offside.
Fine. Yeah.
But that's how it works. You
That's how
sign
it
a
works.
contract. No coach would sign a contract if that wasn't a thing.
Look, and if the Panthers hit on a coach and they're good, they make that money in the season. So it is what it is.
Yeah, you're right. They still will hit that. I mean, they're going to make that money back up at the end of this year. The merchandise sales, ticket sales. I mean, if you have 40,000 to 50,000 people on average, probably at every game, I would say that. What's the max capacity? 80? Well, half.
I mean,
It's
every
never
stadium's
filled.
at least 70.
at least 70. They'll make that. They'll make that up. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Like, you're right. He's making $800,000 a year to sit on his ass and get his, go on vacation for a few weeks and then whatever. But I definitely think they should fire Sale. Of course you should fire Sale. You accumulate draft picks. And that topic gets really interesting because of the pieces that they could sell. Ergo a McCaffrey, a DJ Moore, valuable pieces like that.
Brian
Burns. Maybe they try to get rid of, even though he's a second-year player.
No, you don't get rid of J.C. Horn in this
don't?
situation.
or Jeremy Chin.
But
No.
because
you want to stay young. You want to stay young.
I know you want to, but
Is McCaffrey worth a first-round draft pick?
Absolutely not.
no.
What? Absolutely not.
No,
Absolutely
he is. I
Well-
mean, he is to me, but he is way too. He gets hurt too much.
So here's the thing. I don't
he's not
think,
to you, then.
I don't
He is
think
still.
I don't think he is because of his injuries, but his market value would probably still be late first round, but it would be, it depends on who gets him, obviously, but I could see that happening and maybe an additional fourth round pick or something like that. I could see that happening.
Here's the thing. The only
So
thing
hard for me.
only thing I'm worried about him is him just like, all right, I'm good to go. I'm just going to get out of the league and just stop playing.
Okay.
That's the only thing I'm worried about. If he could be around for a long time and play as one of the best running backs for a long time, if he really wanted to, I have a feeling. But he might just pull out.
So it's a scenario you threw out, Dan. We had our, we're in our group chat, right? We're talking. You threw out the scenario. The Bills are interested. A Super Bowl contender like the Bills right now, trying to win it all, break their curse of however many years it's been. Okay, to load up on offensive weapons, they would get rid of their next year's first round pick,
I
which
could see them doing
already
that,
is going to be like a 28th pick in the first round. They will give that up.
Yeah.
Oh, they
kind of
will
like the
give
Rams.
that up.
Like you have to decide to win now.
Yeah.
You do have to
Right
make that conscious
now.
decision.
Right now.
I could see that, and like you said, the Bills at a minimum will finish like top 6 at a minimum, right?
100%.
Probably top 4.
100%.
That's pretty much a second round pick. At that
Exactly.
point. I mean,
and that would happen for McCaffrey and a long shot.
yeah.
Under
Or
no
not a long
circumstance am I giving up a first round pick for Christian McCaffrey. Because if your guys' logic here, if say the Bills have a late pick, there are some running backs in the college football that are no slouches.
Yeah.
That I don't know what his name is. The kid from Alabama. I don't know what I forget what his name is, but he looks like a reincarnation of Alvin Kamara. Like he's fast, he's shifty in the pass game.
Catch the ball.
I can't with the injury history, with his contract and everything. I don't realistically think if I was a GM, I could sit there and be like, yeah, I'll give you a first round pick for Christian McCaffrey.
I wouldn't do it either, Dan. I would not. But I that would be like the unique scenario where I could see someone doing it. But
Yeah.
I agree with you. Like that'd be stupid. That'd be stupid. But I mean, everyone agrees that Matt Rule should have been fired. It could have been probably was a couple weeks late, to be honest. Some would even argue a year late. But
yeah.
I don't think any Panthers fan, anybody in Charlotte right now, is upset with this decision.
We're upset only because of the money. That's the only reason.
The thing is, though, you guys could have that's not your money. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, I know. But
Think about it like this: the Panthers right now, they have the odds favorite to have the number 1 overall pick. I understand things seem grim right now. Sell off some of your assets and go get one of those quarterbacks. Go get Bryce Young. Go get C.J. Stroud. Go get Levis from Kentucky. I think the guy's name is Hooker from Tennessee.
Yeah.
Go get your guy. You haven't done that since Cam Newton. You have that opportunity this year, and if you get, I think, say Brian Burns. Somebody gives you a first for Brian Burns, which I think should happen. Yeah, it's another first. That's more ammo. Like, they have to rebuild from the ground up. They have some nice pieces, but stuff needs to change within that organization.
100%.
Big time.
I agree. It's not owing the fan base what they deserve. So, nothing about the Panthers. We're on news and notes, right? And I think one thing, guys, about the NFL that we shit on the NFL a lot. We don't give them enough credit for some things. And I think the NFL is really good at adapting, right? Really quick, right? Mm-hmm. We saw the playoff rule come into effect with the Bills in the offseason, right? Mm-hmm. And then we had that concussion come up with the Tua situation, right? So the NFLPA, they got together, they made a new rule. And essentially the doctor, you can pass concussion test, but if you visibly seem like you had a concussion, the doctor can say you can't go in. Right, and they just made that rule up.
Hell yeah.
And it came into play this weekend. Teddy Bridgewater got sacked on the first play of the game, or hit. I didn't see it, but first play of the game.
Yep, out.
And he was ruled out. He passed concussion testing on the field.
Listen,
But the doctor said he looked like he had a concussion. He's got to stay out.
listen, the Dolphins
Smart.
have no fucking room for error. Okay,
Right?
it just so happens Teddy Bridgewater plays in the Dolphins, where
Isn't that so ironic?
Tua played. Dude, the Dolphins better not fuck that up. If the Dolphins kept him in the game, I mean, the Dolphins won't be around next year. I can tell you, they'll be sued into oblivion.
Yeah.
Between Tua and Teddy Bridgewater, they collect every
Right.
dollar penny that the Dolphins are worth.
When is Tua coming back?
I saw today there's no timetable for his return. He's getting tested every 12 and 24 hours in regards to a concussion. My guess is it's going to be a couple weeks.
Yeah.
If he even plays it all this season.
Yep.
That's what I'm thinking. He might just take a really hard think about what he's doing. I mean, yeah, because how many players do you see that get hit like that do that? You don't see that many players. So if you do see those signs, you got to take those serious.
It is. But isn't that ironic? Like, the team that started the rule gets affected by the rule the next week,
First
right? If
play of the
Bridgewater's
game.
in that game, the Jets do not win that single-handedly.
I agree.
Like,
Yeah.
It comes down
it could
to
have cost them.
preparation of who your quarterback is, right? The team all week is practicing with the guy they think is going to start and the game plan around his strengths, especially Mike McDaniel. That guy, I think, based on what we've seen from Tua his first 3 or 4 years in the league, right?
Right.
With those coaches, no one playing to his strengths at all versus what McDaniel has done. McDaniel knows his players, he knows what they're good at, and he tailors the offense to them. I think it's safe to assume he did the same thing to Teddy Bridgewater's strengths, right? And the game plan was going to reflect what he does
Yeah.
best. He's out. They did not expect that to happen.
First play of the game.
And now they didn't have really a game plan for Thompson, the third string quarterback. So
Right.
of course you're going to get a lot of handoffs. Raheem Mostert and Chase Edmonds saw more action they've seen probably all season so far in that game. Every play I saw was a handoff to Mostert. Okay, so it is what it is. And then the times that Thompson did need to make a throw, he held the ball on too long and he got sacked.
He did. It
what
wasn't
it
good.
is.
And I think that's so ironic. Like, right, the team that, started the steps to make this new rule was then affected by it. But then also across the league, you saw some roughing the passer calls get
Hell
called.
of a transition.
Terrible.
Hell of a transition.
Yeah. I mean, and
transition
that's a
was great.
direct effect, though. That's a
calls
direct
were terrible.
It
effect
is.
of that rule. You saw one with Tom Brady.
I was going
And
to
you
ask
saw one with Derek Carr last night.
And Mahomes.
Yeah, I think they're doing that
And
just to
Mahomes,
That's what I wanted to ask you guys. Like,
So
does the
bad.
whole Tua thing have a direct effect on those?
No, because this has
those-
been going on before.
Those no.
a little bit of a
Hold
yes
on.
and no.
Those
The refs were
roughing
given
the
a talking to.
passer calls. Did you see the one on Jared Goff? He didn't even get taken down, and they called roughing the
I didn't see
passer.
that one.
I found like a compilation of some horrendous ones. But God, lock it the fuck up. Oh my God, I understand something happened to Tua, but under no circumstance should any of those been called. You're completely changing the game. The referees are making the games about themselves. That yesterday with the Chiefs and I know the Chiefs ended up winning, but that right there could have just flipped the momentum. And maybe the Chiefs blow them out.
So here's the thing too. It was consistent, right? Consistently, we saw bad calls for the first time. Okay, so who's to blame there? I don't think it's the refs. It's whoever's in charge of the
Yeah.
ref, Mr. Head Ref NFL, who was telling them they obviously got a talking to. Look, if you don't call this play and they get a concussion on it, you're done. You know
Right.
what I mean? Like,
No,
I agree,
Of course.
maybe.
Look, the referees are getting yelled at by fans. They're getting called, honestly, the worst names this side and that side of the Mississippi. It doesn't matter which
I don't
side
like either of
you're
those
at.
sides.
The refs are getting essentially verbally harassed, abused every single game. People are drunk. People are passionate about their teams. If you don't like a call, you're going to tell them to fuck off. And that's being polite.
yeah.
So of course the refs are not making this rules, are making about themselves. That's ridiculous. Of course not. If I'm a referee, I definitely don't want fucking 80,000 people telling me to fuck off. It's Roger Goodell and the office officials or whatever saying, listen, you got to protect our quarterbacks.
Exactly.
But there was one, and the game escapes me. The edge rusher literally stole the ball from the quarterback.
Yesterday.
He sacked him.
Chiefs.
Oh, it
Chiefs.
was that game. He grabbed the ball and fell to the ground, and they call that a roughing the passer. I That's blasphemy. Are you kidding me? So what's the point? This is turning into the NBA. I was the biggest basketball fan in our friend group, certainly. I love the NBA. I love basketball. I play basketball. I was passionate as hell about it. I love my Heat. I don't watch the NBA anymore simply because of the rules. I can't stand that when you have your hands up in the air, you can put your palms fucking facing the ceiling and they will call a foul on you. That is so stupid. It slows everything down, and now it's happening in football.
It is, and this is a classic case, guys, of you can have your cake and eat it too. Okay, football is a physical game. Football, and at what point do you jeopardize the physicality that makes it unique versus safety? I don't have the answer. I don't have the answer personally.
Why can you have both? You can have the strict concussion protocols. If you notice that your quarterback is woozy and you think he has a concussion, you can still take him out of the game, but that doesn't mean every single time the quarterback gets even remotely rushed, you have to call a flag. There is like so much gray area in that. It's ridiculous.
I agree that the coach should have been more, aware there.
Well, I'm playing devil's advocate here. I don't agree with it, Florian. I'm on your side, but what they're doing is classically conditioning the players to be less aggressive on the quarterback. That's what they're doing. That's what they're trying to
saying
do.
You can't play football.
Yeah, and so it's fucked up. I don't agree with it, but that's what they're doing. They're saying if we make these defensive players more conscious about their actions against other quarterbacks, they're going to eventually slow down, which in return will result in less concussions.
Well, if they are playing, I didn't look at it that way. I don't agree with this. If they're playing the long game and they are like conditioning them to take it easy, okay, that's one thing. But how long has the targeting rule in college been in effect now since the playoff? Has it been like 7 years?
Nah, like 3 or 4.
Are you sure?
Yeah, no more than 4.
But still, 4 years is a long sample size, and it still happens. So does it really work?
We have to see some stats. I'd like to see the targeting calls called 4 years ago versus now, the percentage.
Yeah, it's infuriating, kind of what they're doing. And I want to give a shout out to Troy Aikman, because after that, after the roughing the passer call, he said, I'm hoping at the NFLPA meetings we take our skirts off and change things.
Yeah.
Hats off to Troy Aikman for actually being the one to speak up about it, because some of those, and the thing is, the standard is different for non-mobile quarterbacks. There's been times this year where I've seen Lamar Jackson and Jalen Hurts get smacked. No call.
Yep.
No call. But, Brady's going to get Brady calls. That's never going to change.
I hate that.
But the call,
he's in the pocket.
The calls
like
yesterday, the Jared Goff call, there's just so many roughing the passer calls where, I want to yell at people.
Yeah.
I just want to yell. So they need to do a better job of not dictating the entire game. So
I agree.
That's my little beef there.
It's good.
Yeah.
Save the beef for our draft next week.
Yeah, at this point, it's not a little beef. It's probably a prime rib. It's serious.
Should we pick some games?
I think it's time to pick some games, because we actually have some bangers.
We do have some bangers
this weekend. We have 2 good games.
We didn't tell people what we're drinking all episode.
Wow.
Drinking beer.
We are drinking beer.
What type of beer?
I thought we'd get that before we get into picking games. We do that.
Right. Yeah,
you're right, Florian. You know what?
Yeah.
You really wanted your job, and you had to just intervene there. So
I did.
Can you just take it?
And I did my job, because I finished my 4 flights and then a side beer. Actually, 2 side beers.
Wow.
Was it the lager? It was really good. Okay. Yeah, first on the docket, guys, we're drinking our beers. Of course, we got a new slate here, a new flight that we're looking at. Starting off with a nice, and we're going from left to right, even though I don't have them anymore, with a nice sour ale from Town Brewing. It's called Cruise to Nowhere. Fire in terms of sours, and we've had pretty much one every episode since we've had a sour.
We've had at least 20 sours.
It's ridiculous.
That's good.
This ranks probably for me top 5 that we've had on the show, and we've had a lot.
We have.
It's very good. It's blended with all sorts of citrusy shit. The thing is fire. Next, we've got the Springs Golf Lager from what brewery is it?
That's Amor Ortiz down there in Fort
Mill. Okay. Yeah, very good. That's a nice, refreshing lager. I had this on the side here. It's damn good stuff. I do like that a lot. Next, we have. Oh, and this thing is still full. I'm gonna drink that.
Me too.
This is called Architects of Society. It's a cold IPA, which stumped me because I assumed that everyone
Reuben.
enjoyed their IPAs cold, but it has nothing to do with the temperature, but how it's brewed, I guess. It's from Wise Man Brewing in Winston-Salem. It's good. I picked this one out for the show today. I like it.
Let me get a
digging
sip.
it. Yeah, go for it.
Would you say there's a wise man brewing it?
I mean, if it's probably someone along the lines of Gandalf the Great. Yeah.
I like Gandalf.
I agree.
I think you're a wise man. Dan.
And then last on it on the far right, and I could tell immediately the flavor profile of this. I think it was strong.
I haven't
Good,
gotten to it yet.
but strong. It is a banana coconut shake IPA from Westbrook Brewing. Now, where are they located? Are they
It's
local?
very good, actually. It's probably one of the best
Yeah, I
banana
actually-
beers I've ever had.
I actually really
and I'm
like
gonna
that,
say that.
yeah.
It's amazing. I
It's-
have to say
You wanna
that.
drink
It's from
that then?
Mount Pleasant, South Carolina, just over the bridge across from Charleston. Yeah,
That was
it's
fire.
It's
That was fire.
I could tell immediately there was banana in it, and I was thinking, and then I could taste the coconut, so I was like, yeah, it's banana coconut in there. It's pretty good.
It's good.
It's pretty good.
I love it.
Yeah,
Dan,
I'm shocked you didn't pick this
Dan
one.
doesn't like anything fruity. He's a
That's
he's a go-to.
just so false.
I feel like
The passionate rebuttal.
okay, you're
All
right. That's right.
Let's test
That's
it real
right.
quick. Favorite fruity beer? Go.
Favorite fruity beer?
Yeah, go.
Oh shit. God damn it, guys. All right, I'm not gonna name a specific one, but I like stuff
hard, I know.
I like stuff with citrus. Coconut, for me, I'm not a big fan of coconut in beer. I'm just not.
Like the juiciness.
I would say there's
Juiciness
not-
is good.
That's a good one.
Some of the, Sick makes good stuff. Other half makes really good stuff. So, but yeah, I'm
The coconut I don't like as much. You're right, but the banana, it's the best banana beer I've ever had. So that's why I think it stands out.
Yeah, that's the first banana beer.
yeah, it's fine.
All right, guys, we got about 13 minutes left in the show.
So
we're
we're
gonna do
gonna-
3 picks, and Daniel's a doofus. So
Okay.
keep that in mind as we roll through these picks.
So the first game I want to jump to is two teams that are currently 2-3. They've had some tough losses, but they actually have shown some promise this year. I want to go to the Browns and the Patriots. The Browns are favored -3.
And they're at home, I assume.
They are at home. It doesn't sound like Mac Jones is going to go. And the interesting thing this week is Belichick did not even commit to Mac Jones when he gets back. They're coming off a win. They shut down that high power Lions offense.
Shut them down.
They shut them the hell down.
Shut them
They
down.
did have a lot of injuries. No
Yes.
excuse, though.
Also true. So I mean, I want to throw it to Daniel here for you. Browns or Patriots? Do you expect the Patriots to keep that defensive pressure up, or on the other side of things, is that Browns defense gonna wreak havoc on Bailey Zappi? if he
I
plays?
think that I think the Patriots take this. I do. What was the odd what was the odds again?
Browns -3.
Browns -3. Yeah, no, I'm taking the Patriots all day here. Probably would buy a 0.5 point too if I was.
Okay.
But
Let's go in the football
So
analysis.
you think
But-
their defense is gonna keep it up?
yeah, no. I think it is. I think they will. And coming off that high win, I think they're juiced up. They're ready to win another one off of that. I think.
I like that. Can I just say too, those jerseys they wore over the weekend, those red jerseys with the white helmets are so fire.
I like them better.
Yeah.
They need to be permanent.
I'm not going to lie.
Permanent.
I don't like the fucking colonial Paul Revere snapping a football between its crotch, but the colors were nice.
I like the color.
Yeah.
That's true. I do like the color.
Drewski, for you?
Ooh, for me, so essentially, guys, we have 2 very good rosters with backup quarterbacks here. I think the running games are pretty even. The coach is better for the Patriots. Dude, the Browns
Even?
have been, the
Running
Browns have-
games?
yeah. The running games are pretty even. The Patriots have ran the ball very
they-
well with Damian Harris and Ramon Stevenson.
Yes.
Very well.
Yes.
Guys, I think the Browns win this. As much as I hate saying this, they actually look better through the air, and the Browns have been very competitive every game. They should have beat the Chargers last week. They should have.
They should have.
Yeah.
They should have.
Yeah.
Right now, if the Chargers were playing the Patriots, would you bet the Chargers or the Patriots?
I don't know. It depends. Depends who's at home.
I don't know if I could bet against Justin
Yeah.
Herbert.
I'm betting the underdog in all these.
So I'm going with the Browns at home. Patriots team that the Browns are very similar to, but just a little better. Nick Chubb's better than their running back. Jacoby Brissett's a tad bit better.
Kareem Hunt's better than the
They're just-
backup running back.
Yeah, they're just a tad little bit better at
Offensive
home.
line is better.
Patriots coming off a big win. Give me the Browns.
I like that. I think that anyone could win here, but I do think that I choose the Patriots. So
I do like the Patriots defense more. I like the coaching more, but I like the overall roster of the offense for the Browns. So to me, it kind of evens out a little bit. To me, it comes down to home field, and I'm taking the Browns.
Of course it does, right there.
I'm sorry,
field,
but
oh
it is
my
what it is.
I'm really getting sick and tired.
I don't care. That
Last episode, I was listening to it. Daniel goes,
Yep.
Florian,
Yep.
you care more about home field advantage than
Oh my
anybody
God.
I've ever met.
I've
okay.
ever met, and it comes to this guy. He doesn't give a fuck who is like at home and who's away.
Okay.
And you are like all about it.
You know,
you're all about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna liken it to this. You and me, we own a pool cleaning business, right?
Yes.
That's
No
like
way.
building a pool with no water. To me, water is like home field. It's kind of a fucking do or die. Okay?
If you're an octopus.
It matters so much. Okay, so to me, it's home field. The home field matters a lot, especially in the NFL.
Waterland.
Yeah,
What the
it does.
fuck?
Yeah, and it might not be a 1-for-1 comparison, but it does.
Hey,
Okay.
the truth lies in the middle. Always does. Dan, what
Boom.
do you got for this game?
That was one of the worst analogies.
I agree.
It wasn't really an analogy.
Oh
Coming
my
from an analogy king.
It was a little bit of
Hey,
an
we all,
analogy.
we all have our down. We all have our
Dan,
down.
who you got?
I'm actually, I like the Pats, dude. Their defense is playing really good. The one thing that frustrates me about the Browns is Amari Cooper. The weeks that I bench him, he fucking throws up so many points. But the weeks he's in my lineup, nah, I'm good, man. I'm gonna put up single digits for you. I think the Patriots defense is playing really good, and I think they're gonna do enough to get the job done. So I'm gonna take the Patriots. I'm gonna take the underdog.
Cool.
Transitioning here, we got a big old game. Big game. We have the Bills and the Chiefs.
Yes.
Bills are favored by 2.5. I mean, this game, I think it's in Arrowhead. I can't talk. It is in Arrowhead.
They haven't played already, right?
No.
No. I don't
No,
think
so this is a rematch from
That-
last year.
The best game of all
I think
time.
this is gonna
Yeah.
be fight. Well, yeah, Super Bowl was the best game.
I'm going. This is going to be it might be an overtime game.
Oh, I'm so glad it's the 4 o'clock game too, because I'm never
I
awake
know.
for
Yeah.
the 8 o'clock game.
Yeah.
Like this is
Well, an 8 o'clock game. Imagine they took that to London. Why spoil the London crowd?
no,
with
it's
that
me.
bull-
8 o'clock
the
at
Sunday
night.
night
Oh,
game.
8 o'clock
yeah,
at night.
I never watched the Sunday
I
night
thought
game
that you were
fully.
saying the London game. Like, if London got that game, we might have to start another revolutionary war. But we take over their shit this night. Okay? Because that's ridiculous.
We bring an army of like 50,000 NFL fans. You know.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Daniel, who are you taking?
Who you got?
Oh, I can easily just say right now the Bills. I think they're on fire. I know that the Chiefs are doing well as well, but I think that because of last year, they're going to come with some vengeance, and I really hope that the Bills win.
Okay, Florian, Ruben.
Where is it again? In Buffalo?
I'm pretty sure it's an
Yes.
Arrowhead. Give me 1 second. here.
So while you're looking, so the Chiefs' losses to the Colts, right? Their bad loss. Who was the Bills' bad loss?
Dolphins?
It is. Yeah, it's an Arrowhead. The Bills.
Dolphins?
Did y'all beat the Dolphins? Let me ask. Yes,
Yeah.
that was their bad loss.
The Bills
On
lost
paper.
to
On paper.
the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Trash.
So
You beat the Bills. Who'd you beat? Fucking. So anyway,
Ooh,
yeah,
point 'em out,
yeah.
point
Did that
'em
strike a
out.
chord? That
Well, my team's 5-0.
yeah,
Hey,
it's
we're-
because
Oh,
our
yeah.
quarterback got a fucking the
We'll
shit
get to-
knocked
we'll get
out
to
of
them
him.
next.
I agree. I agree.
we'll get
so
to them next.
I
Don't
agree.
even fucking
Make
go
it- make
there.
it-
Yeah, we know that.
So
Make a pick.
yeah, I'm gonna pick the Chiefs. Honestly, the way Mahomes is playing right now, the whole offense is playing without Tyreek Hill, has got to be one of the biggest surprises I think this year. And you might think, well, we should expect that from Mahomes, and Kelsey could go down as one of the greatest tight ends of all time, if not the GOAT, because offensively he's a machine.
Yeah.
We all agree, I think, here that Tyreek is the best receiver, if not top 3 wide receiver in the league. He is unlike anything we've ever seen. Like, he's so fast. He is honestly the reason why the Dolphins started 3-0 versus Tua. I mean, come on.
I agree.
So with that being said, to me, the biggest surprise is the Chiefs. I think Patrick Mahomes is playing on another level. What was the game 2 weeks ago where he fucking ran out to the right? He wheeled to the right, shook off a defender, and basically like arcade basketball shot. Buccaneers to the wide receiver in the corner of the end zone. That was ridiculous, dude. He's on one. The Bills, and that's not even to disrespect the Bills at all. The Bills are amazing, but you're going against, in my opinion, still the best quarterback in the league, Patrick Mahomes.
Most people would agree with you.
Yeah.
Chiefs. I'm going to echo what Florian said. Patrick Mahomes is playing out of his mind. I mean,
Unreal.
They're unreal. And I echo what you say about Travis Kelce, but I will say this. I understand he's not a receiver, but Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce will go down as the best duo in NFL history.
Yeah,
when it is 4 touchdowns
last
done.
night.
I like that a lot.
Guys,
I
I mean,
like that a lot.
This is such a hard pick, and this is one of them. Like we usually get our picks and we feel strong about them, right? You know, in our mind, and I even know in my mind when I make my pick, I could easily see the opposite team winning.
Oh,
For
100%,
sure. I mean,
100%.
there's no way to come out of that pick feeling confident in this thing. But I am going to pick the Bills because of the kicking game. The Chiefs kicker.
You just said the kicking game?
Yeah, Chiefs kicker is ass right now.
Well,
So give me the Bills.
They're missing Harrison Butkus.
Exactly. For that reason, the Bills are going to win that football game.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. I like that. So, final game before we get into Daniel's Adoofus. Sunday night matchup. The two best teams in the NFC. Philadelphia and Dallas. It's in Philadelphia. Philadelphia's favored by 5.5.
You're saying the two best teams
I saw
in
4.
the league. Isn't that
I saw
funny?
today 5.
Went up to
NFC
5?
East.
Okay.
I want
No,
I
lines
just
move.
want to
It's
know.
okay.
I think it is in the league. And
No.
I
The
want
two
you,
best teams in the NFC.
Oh, in the NFC. I think it is is it a league too or no?
No.
No,
The Bills
based-
are better than the
Based
Cowboys.
off what we've seen in
I
the
think it
NFC,
is.
I agree. Based
Right?
off what we've seen, taking every other year in the
NFC.
NFL, take every other year in the NFL out of it. Just if you were a blind eye watching football games this year, I would agree.
The Cowboys?
The Eagles and the Cowboys are two best teams with a blind eye
in the league?
in the NFC.
Okay.
NFC.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's what I'm
that's what he
saying.
was
in
saying.
the league. Well, in the league because of the
Yeah, okay, good. No, of course not the league. That's what I thought. I thought you just said the league.
I'm
Sorry.
not saying they're the best teams in the league, but right now because of the record,
NFC, no. It's
the records aren't they the best in the because the records?
Yeah.
Eagles on record are the
record-wise,
best
yes.
team in the
That's
league.
what I'm saying. I'm saying record
No,
wise.
the
but
Eagles are the best team in the league, regardless of the record.
No, you're not.
Yes, that is the truth, and
Okay.
it is because they're the only team that's 6-0 or 5-0.
I'm not going to say yes or no, but you could definitely say they played an easier schedule than the Bills and the Chiefs.
And the Dolphins.
100%, 100% about that.
100%.
We can all agree
That's
that.
fair.
I'm not taking anything
That's
away
fair.
from the Eagles. I respect everything they've done, but what I'm saying is when you look at it on paper,
I'm taking away the title of best team in the league. I am taking that away from them.
okay.
They're playing
It's the
the
Chiefs.
the second best team in the league with the record wise.
Okay. So,
All right, so let's pick the game.
transitioning here. Go ahead, Florian. What do you got, buddy?
I'm picking your Eagles.
But for what reason?
You're better than the Cowboys.
Yeah, that's a
Okay.
rivalry
Are you
game
kidding
too.
me?
If you don't beat them,
I don't care if it's in Dallas, in Philly, or on Mars. I don't care. Yeah, I'm picking you guys over the Cowboys.
Is this a Sunday night game?
Yeah.
Dan's finna be lit.
Yeah.
this is gonna be a good night.
I kind of want to watch it with you. Can I come over?
Sure.
No, how about you come over here?
Yeah.
I'm going to watch at my residence.
Ah, damn.
I kind of
could
do
learn.
want to watch it with him. Why
Yeah,
not?
I'll come over too.
Yeah, can we all come over to your residence?
Yeah, should. Why not? That'd be fun.
I'll cheer for the Eagles.
But I will not allow any slander. If any slander comes, I'm going to ask you to leave.
Can I do the
Can
pork?
I-
Can we do pork chops? If I gotta do that, then
I haven't smoked a brisket in a minute.
Okay, do that honestly, because I have to buy another sous vide then if there's that many people there. So
All right.
Life
Yeah.
decisions.
We'll discuss throughout the week. But
Florian picked the Eagles.
Florian picked the Eagles. Daniel?
the Eagles. Shit.
I
like that.
I thought there'd be some deliberating here. I
No.
didn't, you know.
Oh, it's coming.
Go ahead, Drew. Let me
No
hear it.
way.
Go ahead, Drew.
Drewski, I
What?
know you're about to pick the Eagles.
No, I'm not. I'm sorry. I think. Don't get me wrong. I think the Eagles in a vacuum are a better team than the Cowboys. Yes, I do. But this is the NFL. Okay, the Eagles played a close game against the Cardinals, who just don't have a great defense. The Cowboys have a very good defense, and this whole Cooper Rush shit is getting blown out of proportion. Mika Fitzpatrick is the best defensive player in the league right now.
You mean me?
Micah
Mike-
Parsons.
Micah Parsons.
I was like,
Jesus,
who
it's
is that?
named. Last
Dude,
week I listened.
I know, last
you
week
called
I said,
Shaq
like, yeah.
Shaquille Thompson.
Yeah, Shaquille.
I know, dude.
Thompson.
Right. But at least you guys know what I mean.
He is the best
We
defensive
kind
player
of.
in the league.
We try to.
Yep.
He is. I think you're just going to get pressured. I think the Cowboys are going to want it more slightly just because you guys are undefeated and it's a rivalry game, right? They're like, that's our dogs right there. We win this game. We're tied with them in the division.
Who's got home field advantage?
The Eagles.
Oh yeah,
It's at the Eagles.
Oh, I'm definitely. I mean, I've never felt more.
Hey,
confident.
but Sunday night, the reason
I get
why
it. It's prime
home
time.
the reason why home and away advantage matters a lot on Sunday is because when it's a 1:00 game and you're playing a West Coast team, it's 9:00 to them.
That's
on
not
a
why-
Sunday.
That's not all it
Oh,
matters.
it's a good bit. And on Sunday night game at 8:00, that's a good time for anybody to play football.
I disagree. It's about being loud as fuck, getting into the other team's head, especially in Philadelphia. Are you telling me that these people from Philadelphia, who have a reputation for being the most violent, loud, and fucking crazy fans in the entire league, are not going to get into the arch rival Cowboys' head on the bench? They're going to
gonna
be
try.
lighting them the fuck
No,
up
I think
on
that's
the bench.
part of it, but I also think the other part of home field
Cooper
advantage
Rush is going to
time
need to see a
zones.
therapist after this game because he's
I
going to
would
get
be.
verbally abused.
I would.
okay?
I hope he does. Honestly,
He will. It's not he does. He will.
someone needs to throw a snow
Guys.
cone at him.
We all make
No.
our picks, and I'm picking the Cowboys.
I like that. I respect that you're differing from the table, but yeah.
Dan,
Eagles.
do you
Go
need to
Birds.
ask you?
Look at me. Fuck the Dallas Cowboys. Philadelphia is winning by 10 points at least. That
What's the line?
offense.
Hey, put your money where your
7
mouth
points.
is.
I think it's 7.
Bet on it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
bet on it. Hey, I agree with that. Let's put some money, Dan.
I'll put
Put some-
100 right now on the Cowboys
Oh.
money line.
Okay, are you? Hey, come on, more than 100, more than 100, more than 100 or more, 100 or more, 100 or more, 100 or
You
more.
were so
Dan.
confident.
He just said
No,
100.
I just don't wanna
match
bet
it or
money,
more.
that's-
Oh,
Yeah.
come on.
I respect that. You don't put emotion with your
Yeah.
your money with your heart.
But
okay.
That's why I never bet
Fine.
on like the Rams or Notre Dame. you know.
Daniel's out here like fuck emotion, fuck heart. 300.
Put money on. I love to see a good win.
But Philadelphia is going to win by 10 points. If you look at all these teams compared on paper, the Cowboys have a better pass rush, which is great, but we have the best offensive line in the league.
You do. You definitely
I
do.
think our secondary is better. The receivers are nowhere close to ours. And I think so. Jalen Hurts has never beaten Dallas. He's never beaten Dallas. So I think this is the time where that narrative is going to come out and
Whoa.
he's going to beat the Dallas Cowboys. Everybody knows what's at stake. You don't want to go into a bye week with a divisional loss.
Have you played someone in your division yet? Either the Giants
We
or
played the Commanders.
You played the
and
Commanders.
Beat the shit out of them.
Okay, so you're 1-0 in the division.
Yeah.
What about the Cowboys?
They beat the Giants and the Commanders. They're 2-0.
So if they win, they'd be number 1 in the division.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Wow. Whoa. That was a change of situations.
I
real
just
quick.
think that the last year Hurts probably had one of his worst games against Dallas. I think he rebounds. He's going to be under the lights, prime time.
I do. I just think
It's go time.
Your roster overall is better. Their
think
defense.
Devontae
Their
Smith.
defense is good. I will say the pass rush is better than yours.
Well, yeah, Michael
But-
Parsons is the best defensive player in the league.
But big play Slay is ridiculous. He's not over Aaron Donald.
Yes,
Oh.
yes.
Right now.
Sorry.
Big play Slay is nasty. I mean, Trayvon Diggs has had 2 or 3 interceptions so far this year. I mean, okay.
He's a playmaker, is what I will say.
You will say. I mean, and that I think that is fair.
A PM.
I don't know. I just like you guys more, and whatever. I'll just keep doubling down. Home field advantage. Baby.
We'll see what happens, baby. I'm excited. I've been looking forward to this. And the funny thing
gonna
is,
be a good
the
one.
Phillies play the have the potential to play the Braves at like 4:00 that day. Wow. So I'm just gonna be fucking blasted.
Could you
by game time?
And that's the 8:00 game.
Yeah, Phillies 8:00.
Could you imagine half of the people going to the Eagles game have tickets to the Phillies
Oh,
game?
100%.
I'm sure there's like 1,000 people that have that.
Oh
at
my
least.
god!
Yeah.
What a day,
What
dude!
a day.
What I would give to be in Philadelphia. That would be crazy,
Dude, that's something
Load
like
up
if we
on
would have
cheese-
thought about that a long time ago, we would have had the money.
Would have been a
Would
bad
have been a
Dude,
cool weekend.
just
to be a
imagine
part of.
cheesesteaks and Bud Lights all morning long.
God, that would be
Damn.
so
You're
good.
gaining at least 7 pounds.
I'm
Easy.
getting 5 different cheesesteaks too, from all different places too.
Yeah, it'd be sexy. It'd be tight.
Try them all out.
Daniel, I know you've been a little stinky recently, but I think it's time
I'm just
for Daniel's a doofus.
They've been
It
looking
is.
forward to a
Daniel,
segment.
I want you to
From
talk.
this
I want you to
nasty-
talk to the fans.
I
Tell
do.
them what's going on.
Listen, it's that time of the week. It's Daniel's Doofus. Do you know what? I'm sorry. Okay, if you've been following me, if you've been putting money and right where my money's been going, it's sad right now, and I'm sorry. And I changed shirts. I feel like this shirt I've been wearing, and I've been winning when I wear this shirt. So today we're gonna bring you only one fucking game to talk about, and I think this is. I went over all of them. Drew mentioned it to me earlier today, and I think it is. It's a clincher. I think it's the Bengals. Bengals are at -1 against the Saints.
Oh, easy.
I think that I just can't not think that is the game of the week, and that is it. If it wins, it wins. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And then from here on out, if I lose this game, I've got to really rethink. I'm just gonna go with the opposite. I'm gonna go with the opposite of everything I choose for the rest of the time.
We might have to have the other Daniel on our
it might
podcast.
be Dan Radishak's a doofus.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
So don't give up that title, Daniel. You made your pick. And what is it?
The Bengals -1.
Okay.
Good
How
boy.
much are you putting?
I'll put a nice $200 because I've been losing a lot.
I had that in my head. I was thinking 200 is a fair place
It
to
is.
start.
We're a team, right? So I had to help Daniel out today. So Joe Burrow coming off a loss is 11-3 against the spread.
That's a
Smart.
fucking
An
stat.
elite quarterback coming off a loss wants revenge.
Yep,
Yeah.
he
They're
does.
playing the Saints.
It's true.
And plus,
Easy.
that was
Let's get a dub.
that was a heartbreaking, tough loss against the
Yeah.
Ravens. That really was. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't sit well with him, especially like AFC champs, right? They're out here. They're hearing the doubters saying, "Oh, these guys were frauds. It was a 1 year, one off," right? Joe Burrow is that dude. I think that's a good.
And the
pick.
thing is, they've been even the games they have lost, like that they lost 2 points. They did 1 point against the
Yeah.
Steelers in overtime, and then when
Yeah.
they lost to the Jets, it was also like a point.
Yeah,
Right.
Something really close.
So what suggests here they're losing by more
Well,
than
that
a
makes
point.
sense. Why the line is -1.
That's one,
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
that
right.
makes sense.
So
You're telling me a safety could win it?
yeah,
Come on, all
but the
day.
Seahawks almost beat the Saints. The Vikings, we
Yeah.
all know the Bengals are better. This is a good
Yeah,
bet.
we know they
and
are.
you better lock on this bet now. I guarantee by game time,
Line's
this
gonna
line's
move.
2.5. This line's at
Yeah.
least 2.5, possibly 3.
Yeah.
Which still is fair because a field goal.
I would still bet it.
I would still bet it, but you're right. I mean, you're really like securing the bag if you do -1 if you get it now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Get it now.
I might be locking in a little bit bigger than that, but we'll find out.
hey, it's a
honestly.
good place to start.
So you guys heard Daniel's a doofus this week is the Bengals -1 for
$200
$200 over the Saints. Gentlemen, sadly, we
Good time.
gotta get out of here.
Yep.
Let's get out of here.
You know, it's been a pleasure. You know,
get the fuck out.
always enjoy talking ball with you guys. Excited for the games this weekend. I know we got some good college football games. Yeah, I'm excited.
over it.
You know?
Tennessee, Bama.
Tennessee, Bama.
Oh,
you got
that's a
Penn,
good
Penn
one.
State,
That is-
Michigan.
You just said I'm over it, and you just said that was
Okay,
good.
well, I'm over Miami. Fuck them.
That's why.
Pissing me off.
Tennessee is good for the first time in a long time.
How about this? Me and Daniel have a job for our one of our clients this weekend. We're going to be taking shifts. I'll tell you what,
Ruben.
that first hour when 12 o'clock hits, you're doing the shit, and I'm watching Bama and Tennessee, and I'll give you some advice.
You
12, 3:30. I
wish.
figured they were at
That's what
3:30.
I've said that.
What are they?
Hey, 3:30. is
Okay,
Tennessee. So
good.
while
So
they're
we have
working,
all
Dan,
morning to get
we're gonna get
fucking
together and
shit
watch
done.
watch a little ball.
It's Bama and Tennessee. That's a good one.
Well-
What are they? What's Tennessee ranked now?
6.
Sace.
It's good.
It's good shit.
It's like best in years.
But
Years.
as always, make sure that you guys follow us on all our social medias. Give us shoot us a text, give us a comment. I know we're talking proteins next week, so throw us some obscene proteins that you want to see us talk about.
Chinchilla.
Polar bear.
Oh Jesus! Oh
It's
dear!
fatty.
Oh dear! And we'll be out
Deer, yeah.
brewery hopping on Saturday. So hopefully, we'll let
Yeah.
you guys know where we are. Would love to see you guys out. But as always, this has been episode 45 of the Flights of the Round Table podcast. Hope everyone has a good day, good week, and we'll talk to you guys next week.
Peace.
Da-na-na, da-na-na.